back. Okay. How do I know why that happens? Let me just quick check something. Let me see. So it happened yesterday as well, but I thought it's just like a temporary thing. I restarted my router yesterday or today before the stream. So I hope it's not on my end, but let's see. Maybe it's just like a temporary problem that they have right now. Settings, help center. Let's see. Okay. Losing connection. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, hold on. No. Oh, okay. Weird. Yeah, I need to look into that later. Well, okay, if you're seeing this as a video later and you're wondering why I'm, why I'm just, doing nothing, that is because we just disconnected. And this is the second part of today's stream. The first part, we talked about today's topic, basically. So now we're going to go into, or the topic that you can see on your, as the title. Basically talking about how to save your Blender animation, how to prevent failed Blender animations, basically. What you can do to make your animations successful. To repeat it, just maybe sometimes you kind of work on an animation for quite a while, and then at the end, or in midpoint, you kind of realize, oh well, it doesn't really look that good. I don't like how fast he runs, or I want the jumping animation before the running animation, or he should punch before he, I don't know, kicks. But you've created all these super detailed animations already that it gets hard to really shift these keyframes around to, to entangle or, switch different pieces around in this complex animation. There's a way how you can make sure that the animation, or that you kind of maybe get frustrated and you realize, oh well, it just takes too long to fix this animation, or I don't want to work on it anymore, I'm just going to scrap it, and then you have another ruined you killed another animation project. There's a simple way to prevent that, and that is basically to do it in, how do you call it, like in layers. You start with a very rough layer, and then you add another more detailed layer, you add another more detailed layer, you add another more detailed layer, until you reach the quality of detail that you want to have in your animation. This way, you can make sure that your animation is actually successful and you can finish the animation. You don't, I guess, rage quit, to use a gamer term. You actually, yeah, it is just more, I guess, what do you call it? Like, it's more, like, it has a higher success rate just because you can make sure that every single step in the animation or every single part of the animation looks good. The amount of detail that you've added looks good before you add more to it. What I mean is basically you begin, we've already began the part of the, we began sketching out the animation. You can see right here. If I play this, you can see what we left off with. Yesterday we talked about a running animation, where we talked about basically, we basically created a running animation and talked about, I guess, problems in your animation, why your animation might not look as good as it could be, and what you could do to fix those. So yeah. So yeah, we what we've done basically is yesterday we talked about how you can apply this technique for for one animation, a running animation that you can see right here somewhere. There you go, there he's running. So that's what we've done yesterday. Today what we're going to talk about is, or what we're going to do, we already talked about it, so that's why this is the second part. We will go over basically adding maybe 1 or 2 layers of detail to this animation. We already have maybe the first layer, which would be the pacing. The pacing basically dictating how fast he runs from here to over here, for example, how fast he jumps down this, this, I guess, railing or whatever. How fast he flies down into this, to the slide or whatever. All that stuff we already determined. You can see how fast he runs. And yeah, the first step would be to just let him slide over let him slide over the ground to just create the very, very basic, I guess, animation or pacing. Not really animation, we're going to animate once we have the pacing, because the pacing kind of dictates what the animation kind of looks like. Ronak, if you're already in the new stream, I don't know if James is already here. Yeah, it's so annoying that this happens, because on YouTube you can't reconnect to this same stream link or to the same stream, which means that you have to create a new stream. So I'll try to fix it somehow for tomorrow, because yesterday it happened and today it happened again. I don't really know why it happens, but yeah, hopefully it's just a temporary thing, or yeah, we'll see. Maybe hopefully I can even find something like a problem board with some sort of solution, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so let's go into the next step of detailing. What are kites? So yeah, you talked about kites. Hold on, what were the kites? We have kites, but we fly them at parks or open areas. Oh, so you mean like just these small ones, where you just use the wind. I guess that's what kites are, but yeah, let them fly in parks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll see you. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, Ronak. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's work on this some more. I'm gonna set this to wired so we can see through this. Oh, it's actually on wire already. Okay. One thing I kind of don't know why it happened, or why is this door smaller than what it was before? Is it, it's still part of the same model, but you can see the door is just going into the wall. I've never seen that before. Oh, okay. You fly them on your roof. Okay, that's interesting. Never heard that before. I've only really, you know, I've used them, or you know, I've flown them on the beach because there's like a lot of wind. Yep, see ya. Take care. Oh, you missed Ronak. Okay, let's begin, I guess, the detailing phase. So, there's a weird problem that... Wait, where's my wall? There, oh, there it is. Okay, now I can work on it. So, what's the problem here? Why are they so big? Did I scale those down? So you can see they have already, you know, a small animation here as well, but I'm not going to change that just now. I'm going to keep that just very rough, because we want to add a rough animation to everything before we go into more detail. So let's see. So we can either smooth, I guess, scale them down a little bit, but yeah, let's do that. I think that's the easiest way to do it. The scale isn't really applied, so let's do that. There you go, perfect, okay. Yeah, we don't really use them on our roof as well. I mean, we usually don't really, we can't really access our roof. Maybe if we have like if you have a flat roof with like a balcony on top, maybe then, but usually there isn't that much wind to really use it. That's why parks are so good, because parks really, you know, are like open fields with like a lot of, where the wind can just, you know, whiz through, fly through. That can't really happen in like cities, for example. Okay, so yeah, let's begin with this rough animation. I want to begin in the beginning, of course. I'm going to go through this as rough as possible, just to have an idea on what it could look like. And then we basically, yeah, once we've gone through with a very rough animation through the whole through the whole scene, we can then go back in here and add more to what we've been, to the first layer of animations, I guess. Yeah, a ladder. Yeah, I think I've maybe maybe I've flown like a kite like once in my life, or like maybe twice. It's not really, you know, it's not really that windy where I live. I don't even know if we have a kite. I think there's like actually like a kite event in our city, but I can't remember. Maybe that's just when we went on vacation somewhere else. But I remember being at like a kite event, but I think that was like a close to the sea, at a shore, where you have like a lot of wind. Okay, so of course what we could do is we could use this running animation, especially in the beginning, to really use that in the beginning as well. You know, when he's running through this corridor. Which we could use, yeah. What I want to do then, though, is I want to go in here and really only use a few important, I guess, keyframes. So, yeah, let's begin. So we'll begin by let's begin by going in here and basically adding this running animation to where we think we need it. This, loop, this running loop. So I'm probably just going to use the hand, feet, and hand and feet keyframes for now. Just a few, basically the ones that we've added in the beginning. So this one, then the one where he kind of has the other foot down. This one, maybe, yeah, that's probably good. This one right there. Then we have this one. And this one again. And then this one. Yeah. Okay. Let's select them. So we need, can we just select all of them and then copy all these keyframes? probably, right? There you go. There you go. Okay. Now we could also select them all individually, but that's not what we want to do. We want to select all of them together. So right here, no, that's an object transform. Can we just select them like this? This one. Oh, so we could select them right. Wait. There you go. With shift, you can select multiple. But the problem with that is that you only select the one from the hand. So we would have to do that, for every step 4 times. You could probably also just go in here and select this summary keyframe. The problem with that is it also takes, I think, into account the... No, it actually doesn't. Okay. It actually doesn't. Okay. So let's see if that works. Why is this selected? Oh. No. Why are these keyframes selected? That's for the Roberto for action. That's everything, right? Why is that just selected? That's weird. Okay. I guess that's just for the whole thing. Yeah. But why can I not just select one of them? That's interesting. Yeah, that's for the XYZ movement. It actually isn't. That's so weird. Can you see changes in the graph editor? You can't. That's weird. Okay. There's one. Maybe there's another... Oh, probably because it's... Are those all the other pieces here? If I deselect everything, everything is deselected now. That means if I now go back to just the hand... Yeah, okay. So we had to just, I guess, unselect the ones that weren't visible right now. So now that we have everything visible that we need to, or we want to copy, I want to go in here and select the feet and hands. And now we can select the steps that we want to copy. So the beginning, definitely. There you go. We also have this one. This one looks good. Maybe this one. No, I'm gonna use this one. This one right there. Go copy. Oh, copy. Next one would be this one, and then this one, and the last one. There you go. So I'm gonna copy those, and then I can just put them in the beginning at least, or we can now, kind of decide where this running animation should begin. Let's see. So if he turns around the corner, he's supposed to kind of, wrap around the corner and kind of using his arm to push himself off of the corner to kind of get faster around it. So he can probably begin the running animation maybe over here. Just copy paste. There you go. Now he's actually running. And that's exactly what we wanted. Okay. There you go. Now we can actually begin with the beginning part. Now that we know where the running around the corner animation begins, we can, or where the animation begins, we can now begin by basically transitioning, or beginning the wrapping or running around the corner animation, and also transitioning that into the running animation. So let's do that. Let's see. We're gonna push these probably a little bit further back. There you go. And then where can we see him first? There it is. Okay. The good thing is now, if we, for example, move him by, just moving all the pieces. Oh, that's so annoying. Let me see. Can I just set this to wire? But wait. What we can do is we can go in here and use the, we can go into the visual settings. We can set this to backface culling is actually enabled, which means if we look into here, wait, that doesn't work. Is there thickness on here? I think there's thickness, right? Yeah, let's remove that for now. That's just for Eevee. So now we basically inverted the normals of of the room, which means the inside is basically the outside and the outside is the inside, which means if we look at the corridor from the outside, we basically see the back face of the normal, which means the back face, by enabling back face culling, we basically hide the back face of the normal, the back face of the face, which means we don't really see the faces that would cover him, but if we turn around, we can see them. That's very helpful if you want to animate him in this corridor. Okay, so let's see. One thing we could do is we could still use this, I guess, the full rig to rotate him, because right now he, you know, if we could also do that with all these individual pieces, but I think it's just easier to do that by using this the whole rig. What I mean is basically not starting it off like this, but actually starting it off like this, and then rotating around over here. So let's do that now. Let's see. So we create a rotation here first. No, I'm gonna go back in here where he starts his running animation right there. I'm gonna set a keyframe here, and then we can go back here and begin the running animation. I mean I guess the beginning. Maybe like this. There you go. Insert single keyframe. So now what happens is he kind of rotates around the corner. Of course, we can make it even more detailed. Maybe, you know, keeping him quite straight in this direction before he really turns around the corner. So this probably needs to be a little bit more rotated like this. There you go. Insert single keyframe. We go past the corner. Right there. And we add another keyframe. There you go. Okay, perfect. We're not going to work with interpolation just now. Interpolation is something we talked about yesterday, where we can make the animations for your character smoother. Today, this is of course only still about rough animations, not really about making it organic. Yesterday we talked more about making an organic animation. Today is more about creating the rough sketch for the animation and then just, you know, detailing it more and more and more. Okay, so one thing that I actually want to change is I want to push these keyframes a little bit further back so that he only really changes his rotation right there. Maybe even here. So I'm going to go down to the rotation. Is that the spine? That's the spine. That's interesting. Wait, is it? No, it's not. Okay. Oh, because the spine is still selected. There you go. Okay, so I want to push this a little bit further back, maybe over here. There you go. This way he really only turns around like this. When he reaches the corner, he's kind of supposed to, you know, like do like this and then runs in this direction, where he kind of stops his forward movement and makes a 90-degree turn. That's what he's supposed to do. Okay. Zip. Running, 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 running. If you wanted to, you can also loop an animation. So you could select this loop now and create like a loop out of it. I can't remember what the shortcut for it is. But you can basically select a certain amount of keyframes, and then you can say, well, these keyframes will now be looped, which means they basically will just be copied over here and then just looped. And I think even if you then do changes in this loop, in the, I guess, source loop, these changes will also be copied to the copied loop, I guess, or the continuous loop that you've added. We don't care about that just yet. What I care about right now is basically this right here. So he runs, he runs, he runs. Then he... Wait. Could we... No, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Run, 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 run. He breaks through the door. Right now I'm only concerned about the rotation of his whole body, which still works. There you go. He runs through. Running, running, running. All the way back. KKK. There you go. Okay. Then he reaches the end. Sees the door. Maybe if we could kind of just slightly rotate him, like over here. Insert keyframe. Maybe like one, maybe like, I don't know. Rotate just slightly so you can look in this direction a little bit better. Insert single keyframe. Let's go next. Or he tries to, oh, we need to rotate back before he tries to hit the button. So we have, how many steps do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to kind of keep the pace the same. Rotate back to 90 degrees. Okay, so we have now him looking over here, looking back, trying to hit the button. Doesn't work. Then once he bolts over here, we have to rotate him again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. Let's see. Yeah, that should work. I guess. Where's the ladder? Modules applied. There you go. No, wait, what? Where's my ladder? I need my ladder. Wait, what? It's in the light? No. My ladder is here, but it's not visible. Why? Did I just delete the ladder? Oh no. That's weird. Modules? Maybe it's in the modules still. There it is. Okay. So he runs to the ladder. Where is this? There it is. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to get the rotation right. There you go. Runs to it. Inserting a keyframe. Runs to it. There you go. Then he kind of grabs the beginning and then kind of wraps around to get onto the ladder. Right here, probably. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might be too much. Maybe over here. There you go. Probably also to 90 degrees. There you go. Inserting keyframe. Move up. That's not really requires no rotation of the full body. There you go. He's at the top. Then probably he may rotate right there. Maybe, yeah, maybe over here. Nope, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 180. There you go. Okay, he runs all the way back. He stops and rotate, or looks down, basically. Which means let's say if he stops right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good thing is if this pacing for the rotation doesn't look good, we can just go back and change it, because we only have to move 2 keyframes, even if maybe even just 1. Oh. So that would be 270. There you go. He's sitting there looking down. Oh wow, that's a nice shot of him. Okay. Then he jumps down. No rotation there. There you go. Breaks through. He kind of floats, kind of looks back and sees, oh well, there's there's this weird light in the back. And there's he's trying to get there. Which means probably when he's kind of falling down, he's rotating. Maybe over here. Let's say over there. Wait, where's the... Oh, there's the camera change. So we can probably say, like, it's going to be mid-rotation where the camera changes. So we're going to say which one's right here, where he looks back at 90 degrees. Oh. Oh, that's... Wait, what? Oh, 180. Welcome back, Jordan. Welcome, welcome. Hope you've enjoyed your Tuesday. Today we're gonna go back into animations, or we already went back into animations, trying to now add some more detail. We went over how Pixar basically for Toy Story, what their workflow is for their animations and what they do to secure or to make sure that the animation looks good in the end. And yeah, that's what we're going to apply to this piece as well, or to this animation. Which means we're going to go in here and we have the basic animation already set. But now what we do... Wait, what? What we do now basically is we basically just add more layers of rotations to this. Oh yeah, to rotations of detail. So you can see here what we currently are on is the phase of just adding a very, very basic rotation to the full body, so that we don't have to do that with I guess the small controls that we have here, you know, every single one of them. It's easier to do that with the overall armature, just rotating it. That's why we do it that way. And you can already see how you can just very easily change the pacing by just going in here. And well, I only have 2 keyframes that kind of dictate the pacing. Well, I don't really like how fast he's rotating, so why not just you know, pull them further apart and you know, make it smaller and make it slower. This might still be quite, you know, fast, so I'm gonna pull it back even more. Probably like over here, maybe even over here. Okay, maybe yeah, I think that's good. Maybe a little bit more. It's still quite fast, but I think that's okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now that we have the basic pacing for the rotation, we can go one layer higher, which would be adding the arms and the feet to, or the arms and legs, I guess, to the animation. So let's go in here and start over. So now that we have one more layer of detail, we can go back into the whole animation and add one more layer of detail. The first layer would be the legs. So we go in here and we can work on these parts here. Why are they... Oh, dude. There you go. I'm triggered when I see all these selected keyframes. Okay. So now that we have the basic rotation in place, we can now work on the foot movement, the very, very basic foot movement. So let's begin here, where he runs around the corner. What he will do, definitely, is he will start here and spread out his legs so that he can stop his momentum in one in one direction, like boop, and then goes in the other direction, like psst, and that's so what he's gonna do is he's gonna stretch out his left leg to I guess brake. So we're gonna grab his left leg. Where is it? There it is. Grab it and add a keyframe to the rotation and location. We're gonna pull it down. Wait, no, we're gonna keep it there for this keyframe, but then we're gonna go back in here, probably at least over here, and then we're gonna pull it down and create the position that we need for it. It doesn't really reach all the way down, but that's okay. There you go. Maybe we could begin with, I guess, the spine control or the upper body control and arms and legs. Just because otherwise it's kind of hard to really place the legs before they can reach the final destination. Because right now we can see the leg just flies in the air, which isn't really, I guess, optimal. So adding maybe the spine control as well helps in creating a better looking rough sketch. So he extends his leg out. Wait, oh, I forgot to actually pose it. Okay. There you go. So let's create the pose for this piece here. He basically turns around in this instant. There you go, pull it over here. We also need the spine control. We basically now create some like snapshots we basically create snapshots for this animation, where we kind of set the poses for individual scenes. Like the first scene would be running around the corner, the next scene would be maybe, you know, running through the corridor or through the pipes. Maybe the next scene would be running through the whole hallway, and then the next scene would be reaching the lever. There you go. Maybe even adding a little bit of a rotation here. You don't necessarily need, I guess, reference for this, but of course it always helps. Right now I don't really have a good reference by my hand, so I'm going to do this very, very rough without any references. Oh, the hands as well. So this one will be right on this edge, right here. Okay. Insert keyframe, insert rotation. We have this foot. Always make sure that these orange values are yellow. Orange means they're not saved yet. They're not, you know, the value changed from the last saved keyframe, but the keyframe hasn't been saved yet. Same for this one probably, yeah. And then this hand can probably be like over here. Okay. So now that we have the next shot, maybe we can pull this a little bit higher. Like over here. There you go. We can see what happens. You can see the transition. I don't know why this jiggled so much, probably because of the drivers that are on the rig. So let's see. So he's running. You can see he's kind of braking by, you know, putting his foot forward, You can also see it down there. See, he turns around and runs forward. The other hand is just still, but that's okay. One thing I probably want to change is the beginning pose. Or should we? It actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay, let's continue. Breaking through the doors would be the next, I guess, shot. Then we need to kind of, you know, detail out more. Which means we're going to go in here and we can probably go all the way to here, where he breaks through the door, making a snapshot right there. So this snapshot will probably be with his maybe a little bit more lean forward, so you can create more, you know, more. He has to kind of brace himself, and he has to put his point of balance more forward, so he can, you know, regain control or balance again if he gets, you know, pushed back by the resistance of the door. So he has to go a little bit forward like this. Which also means that the legs will probably be a little bit further back. I'm gonna... Oh, wait. We actually need to reset this because we need a keyframe for the rotation of the spine as well. Have we never keyframed that? That's interesting. Seems like we haven't. Okay. Wait, we did. Okay, that's weird. Why is there no keyframe right here? Okay. Oh, we didn't really change the rotation. We only changed the position. Okay. So let's create a keyframe right here for this. Insert keyframe. Let's go to him breaking through the door right there and create the next snapshot right there. With his head just right into the door. Okay. Go in here and change the foot as well. So one foot would be up. The problem, of course, is if he runs, you don't really know which one's, you know, forward if you just create these snapshots right now. But of course, then if we loop this animation more, we can still change the foot that is on the ground, because we have so few keyframes. So maybe let's begin with this one back. This one maybe in the air a little bit more, like this. Okay. Oh. Insert keyframe, rotation as well. Okay. Maybe this hand can probably be over here, which means that this elbow probably needs to change as well, but we're going to change it later. Right now I only care about the hands, or the arms rather. Looks kind of weird, but now if we move this control, you can see what it does. I'm trying to create like this, you know, this kind of bracing yourself with your shoulder forward, but I don't want to move the elbow control right now, which means it looks kind of weird. Okay. You know, still very rough. Not really trying to make it as great as possible. Just adding more and more detail to it. It might seem pretty weird in the beginning, just because, you know, you can't really gauge whether or not you're on the right path, maybe. But I guess as long as you know what you want to do next to give it more detail, I think you're good. You don't really need to I guess you don't really need to know the full process of how you're going to add more detail, but at least if you know how you're going to continue to add more detail, you're going to get there in the end. There you go. So So that's the shot for when he's busting through the door. Is everything keyframed? I think so, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. So you can see now, if we go through this, he runs around the corner. Zip. He runs. Then he's bracing for impact. You can't really see it actually, hold on. There you go, he's ready to bust through the door. There you go. Then he's running through. Getting to the detailed running animation. There you go. Okay. We might have to delete this one, but we'll see. Just because you can see what the problem is, and that is actually, you know, what I talked about before with the position or with keyframe changes. We can see right here the rotation. We changed the rotation for the spine, which I think changed the animation a little bit. We can probably just move it back a little bit to fix it, but still, yeah, we'll see. Actually, let's do that now. This would probably be the next scene. The rotation. I mean the running. We can also see that the rotation of the spine looks weird, so we need to bring it back to the center. Like this. This looks weird. But we're going to keep it like this for now. The position... Why is the position different? Oh. I'm going to leave it like this for now. Wait, the only thing I really need to change is the keyframe right there. So now he's breaking through the door. He's, you know, getting back up. He's running. There you go. Okay, so we could add another keyframe, I guess, or another, you know, snapshot down here where he's kind of busting through the door and then trying to regain balance. Which means he would be maybe on the ground, kind of trying to pick himself up again. Let's do that. So which means he's probably like right over here. Maybe right there. We're gonna add another keyframe. First of all, of course, right here. Pretty low. Like this. His head is just completely gone now. But that's okay. We're gonna, of course, when we now detail this more, we're gonna pull up some reference. Hopefully we can find some door breaking reference or whatever. But yeah, just to kind of, you know, make sure that everything looks good. Maybe this looks weird. More like this maybe. And that is also, you know, why I do this animation as well. Kind of just testing the limits of this rig. Of course, right now it looks very, very rough just because we don't really have that much. We only control the arms basically and the legs and the spine, not really anything else. So of course it's quite scuffed. But that's also one thing I wanted to try, just to kind of see how far we can push this this rig. Oh, we have to apply all these keyframes now. I almost forgot, because good thing is you can just go back by Control Z There you go, apply all these. Okay. So he's breaking through the door, falling forwards, trying to pick himself up back up, and then whoop. Okay. Let's let that play. There you go. Okay. Let's get all the way back here. We could also add another, I guess, shot back here where he kind of looks back and, you know, while running tries to look back to see what is going on there. Yeah, we could probably do that. Let's do that. So I'm gonna just add probably one over here somewhere. Maybe right there. I want to see where the camera changes. So maybe over there. Let's create one where he kind of looks back. Actually, that means we would have to animate the head, which we haven't really done yet. So let's just skip that step. So now he gets to the end here, which means he needs to stop, which means we need a stopping animation, which means we have one right here, right there. Lean back so he can kind of put all this weight onto his foot that is like in the front right there. The other one is kind of in the back, like this. Okay. And then his hands could probably be spread out more. Yeah, the control is really messing with the arm right now. What is going on there? Oh no. There you go, if you pull it forward it's better. There you go. That's gonna be how he stops for now. There you go, perfect. Oh, we need to apply all of them, of course, not just one of them. There you go, where is it? There it is. Insert keyframes, and do that with all of them. Not just single keyframes, but all the parameters, because we are in 3D space and we just rotate, you know, on all axes. So we can't just, you know, keyframe just one of them. Okay, there you go. Of course, the transition is quite big. You know, the last keyframe that we set is in this running animation, then he kind of immediately goes into this stopping animation as if he's kind of like sliding over the ground. Well, that's okay. What we can also do is we can just go in here and create or copy one of those keyframes. Maybe this one. For the running, which means we need the hands. There you go. Okay, we grab those. Copy and paste. There you go. Zip. Okay, now he stops. Maybe we can make it a little bit earlier. We can you know, create this sliding animation a little bit earlier, which means we need to pull these controls individually. Spine control right there. Okay. Okay, pull pull these. There you go. Perfect. Now he stops. Then he needs to balance himself again by just standing. Right here maybe. There you go. Create a standing animation or a standing pose. Oh. There you go. Select, or of course, make this fully keyframed again. There you go. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, wait. Oh, the rotation didn't change. Okay. There you go. Zip. Perfect. He's standing. He's looking to over there, which we don't really have to animate really because he... Well, we could, but no, let's actually leave it like this. Okay, he tries to move the lever. Before we're going to continue, I'm going to go back to sitting. Hold on. Okay, so let's continue. So the next one he tries to do is he tries to push the lever down, which means he of course tries to, he uses his whole body to kind of push it down, but it just, you know, doesn't really work. So let's do that now. He goes in here and tries to use his hands to push it down. He kind of struggles, tries a few techniques, I guess. But the first, I guess, pose we could give him is where he's kind of leaning on the lever. There you go, kind of using his hands to push it down, maybe even leaning forward more to kind of give it more power. Okay. Doesn't work, of course. Oh, wait, I forgot to apply a few of these parameters. Okay. I actually forgot to do the same for the other hand, did I? Yeah. So there's one more thing. There was one more that I forgot. Which one was it? This one? Is it? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Is there one more? Nope, that should be all of them. Perfect. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, well, there's nothing. Yeah, you can see sliding, stop. Oh, well, there's this door. Well, how can I open it? Let me push this button. Doesn't really work. He tries a few more, I guess, techniques. Maybe we could do one more here. That would be like him actually, I guess, fully sitting on it, or, you know, putting all his weight on this lever. Like this. Still doesn't work. So the next step would be to add another standing animation where he can then go into a running animation to the ladder. There you go. And you can still see how simple it is to just really change or to create very, very simple, I guess, snapshots in, you know, the beginning of the animation without having really to add much detail to it. You can see, you know, how he's coming to here and then stopping and then whoop. Oh, well. Let me push this. Well, it doesn't work. Oh, doesn't work that way. Let's go back to maybe another standing position right there. We could maybe even just copy the one that we had before, which would be, which one? This one? Wait, there's no, this one. Yeah. Select all the ones that we need to copy. Okay. Then we select them here in the keyframe selection. We have the spine control. Yeah, we do. This one right here. This one, hand, as well as hand 2, foot 1, and foot 2. We can then go to where he's supposed to stand again. Maybe over here. Doesn't work. Well, let's go back to running to this ladder. Let's create a keyframe right here where he grabs onto the ladder. Right here. That looks good to me. Apply everything. Of course, it can be quite a tedious task, I guess. Similar to here, just, you know, going over and over and over it, over it again. But that's just how it is when you want to animate stuff. There you go. Now we need a climbing animation. We can probably put that somewhere over here, maybe over there. There you go. The other hand, of course, needs to select or, you know, grab onto one of the other bars here, right here, for example. And then we need the feet as well. So yeah, they should probably be offset, the feet and the hands, just similar to running, which would mean this one would be higher over here somewhere, and the other one is lower. Maybe this one is about to change to the next step. There you go. Set all these keyframes, and there you go. Perfect. So we have a climbing animation. Let's look at it. Oh yeah, he kind of reaches it, and then he gets to this climbing animation. Perfect. We all go all the way up. And then we have to have another one where he's standing. Okay. He kind of looks like some sort of Egyptian on a in these hieroglyphs. Let's give him another running animation. We could of course copy what we had before, maybe. Let's see. So we can probably grab one from down here, maybe this one. Nope. This one. Makes it easier, we don't have to pose them. We can just copy one from the previous one. Okay. Do we need anything else? Wait, is there anything else selected? No. Okay, perfect. We need the back as well. There you go. Okay. So we need to select this keyframe right here for not only the spine control, but also hand and feet. Now we can copy those all the way up here. Right there. There you go. Might look kind of weird right now, but you know, we can still do some changes. One thing I want to change is probably the rotation of the spine. We could put it more forward like this. Okay. Continuing until we reach the end of this, you know, until he reaches the spot where he's on top of the lever, and he needs to rotate around and prepare for the jump. So before he stops, or right when he stops, he's supposed to have this stopping animation again, where he has 1 foot forward. Where's the stopping? There it is. Which means we're going to copy the animation that we just copied. Can we just do that? Oh, perfect. Wait, that was too early. Too late, I mean. There you go. Then going to the spot where he stops. And adding another animation. Where's the other leg? Why is it down there? Okay. The other hand as well, of course. There you go. Putting that in front. Let's see, where do we need to place it? Maybe over here, actually, like this. Okay. All the keyframes. Setting all the keyframes. There you go. Pretty quickly, pretty easy. We have another stopping animation. Next would be the jumping animation, or at least the standing animation, just so we can kind of contemplate and kind of think what he wants to do. What kind of sick trick he wants to perform. So now he needs to stop and just stand. Let's do the stand animation. Right in the middle, of course. Right here. Perfect. Hands as well. I guess what you could do is you could just stand here for now. We can of course still do changes to the hands, because they're not really, you know, we can still do the, I guess, Yeah, very, very easy changes because everything is still very, very rough. There you go, okay. That should be good. We definitely need to change the camera angle. This looks weird. So zoomed in into him, especially because of the focal length or the, I guess, lens distortion. It is just not really a good angle right now. Okay. Oh, we forgot to apply all the other movements. This right here. Perfect, everything is applied. Let's see. There you go. Standing. And then jumping. Which is right here. So this will be the jumping part. We're going to create a snapshot for the jumping part, which means we're going to probably just make him like a, I guess, just be as straight as possible like this. Which would mean that he, first of all, needs to make his back very straight. Use his hands, put them close to his chest. There you go. Perfect. Now that we have the hands, we need to put the legs in place as well. Okay, perfect. Let's apply everything. Oh, this looks weird. As if he's inside of the floor right now. I don't know why. Do we need to change the positioning of the whole rig? Maybe. Okay. Zip. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need like a small keyframe that is just pushing him forward. So when does he start to jump down? Right there, okay. Where's the positioning for the... I guess this one's the positioning? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Add one right here. Just to kind of push him forward like this. So we then also, of course, have to keep him on this this railing or whatever before he jumps down. Right now, he just transitions to jumping down. We definitely need to copy the values that we had before. We can probably just not select these. We have to select, I guess, object transform. Why do you always select these? Yeah, copy this one right here. No, it's not this one. Object transform changes, but why does it... Oh, it's this one. Copy that. over here. Yeah, that's better. Oh. We have to fix something. What is going on here? Why do you go back to this spot? Do we need this positioning even? I don't think so. Oh, that's we have to, yeah, we can probably just copy this. We can remove this. So let's remove this, clear keyframes here. Okay, let's, what do we need to copy? We need to copy these ones here, right there, which are these ones. Copy, paste. There you go, perfect. So then, once he reaches this point, he transitions to like this weird flying position where he's kind of, you know, weightless and in space, basically. Let's add that. And then we are almost through the whole animation with the first layer of, I guess, you know, more detail. We went from no animations to very, very, very rough animations. We can start right here. Let's get into it. So right here, we create another animation. I mean, we create keyframes for all these pieces. The feet, spine, and hand. So we can then transition to the next snapshot. This one could actually be... No. So I thought about maybe using this and rotating it like this. But I wonder which one's easier. This one or just going in and using these individual parts. I think I want to do them individually. Yeah. Okay. Right here, we have a keyframe already for all these pieces. Yep, perfect. So now we can go into maybe over here, where we can then transition to the flying position. There you go, perfect. Let's go to the hands and finish those up right down here. The head is completely gone, but you know, we already accepted that fact. You know, not really any saving there for now until we animate the rest of the body, I guess. There you go, something like that, perfect. And then once he kind of tries to get to the light, it's kind of like a, I guess, dog swimming in the water, kind of like animation. There you go, perfect. And there you go. Okay. And that's it. So let's look at it. Let's look through the whole thing. And let's look at what we've done so far. The first layer of detail. I'm looking down there in this small frame right here. Wait, I want to see that again. Okay. Doesn't work. Oh, well, let's get up here. Going all up the ladder. Perfect. Running. Okay, perfect. So now that we have the basic snapshots, I guess, we can, I guess, you know, refine those a little bit more before we go into creating the what is it, the keyframes between the these snapshots. That would be the next step. Basically, you know, similar to the running animation, creating these pieces in between, creating keyframes in between these big steps of keyframes, between these big snapshots, to, you know, tie everything together better. Right now, you know, they're just kind of sliding over the ground. It's going to the next position, and then, oh, that's the next position, and go to the next position, oh, that's the next position. Before we go into kind of transitioning them better, we need to tie everything together for at least the snapshots. So let's begin here. Okay. There's the keyframe, perfect. Let's begin. So, one thing that I want to definitely change here is I want to animate or keyframe, add some keyframes to these leg pieces here. They actually haven't been animated at all yet. Not even in the running animation. But they're very important, as you can see. Whoop. Changing the rotation of the leg. Wait. The first keyframe will be right here. Of course, in the beginning, he's kind of supposed to run away from something. So he starts in this running animation. This looks kind of weird. Let's see if we can fix this. First of all, this definitely. There you go. Pull this higher. Maybe we can now kind of animate these snapshots with all the big factors of, I guess, movement we have. Or big, you know, pieces of the body. You know, the spine, the upper body, the lower body, the hip, basically. The arms, the pivot points of the arms. And always making sure that everything is keyframed. There you go. Always making sure that everything is keyframed. Can be quite easy to just forget some of these pieces, especially if they're very, very small. But once you kind of get in the, you know, in the groove of just applying everything, you don't forget it anymore. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So that's the first frame. Let's go to the next one. Oh, we actually forgot to apply this here, the spine. Perfect. Move it forward. Oh, we forgot one more thing. Oh, that's the upper body. Okay. We have to copy. We can probably just copy all of these. Copy and paste. There you go. Wait, what is this keyframe? It has to be somewhere. Oh, we have to copy all of them. Let's do that again. There you go. Oh, we need to not copy object transform, of course. There you go. So this would be the next one. Let's do this one. First of all, of course, his head needs to move in this direction. There you go. The arm is completely gone as well. Let's fix that. There you go. Perfect. The other arm looks pretty good so far. Maybe we can move it a little bit further forward, like this. Perfect. The leg looks okay. Maybe we could move this forward over here, more over here. There you go. Perfect. We also have the other leg that looks good so far, I think. Do we need to rotate? Yeah, we definitely need to rotate the hips and the this piece right here, the upper body. And then the head as well. Now we need to apply everything, of course, as always. Trying to not forget anything. Wait, we rotated these pivot points? No. Okay. We can now detail this running pose a little bit more as well by adding all these pieces together, or I mean all the missing pieces again. Where's my pivot point? There it is. There you go. Looking pretty good. Apply everything. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to just basically go through everything again and making sure that everything has the amount of, just basically increasing the amount of detail that we put into every pose of every snapshot that we've now added. Do we need anything else? Oh, the hip. That's good. No, wait. There you go. we can already see how this comes much more together. It looks way, way better already by just adding every single piece into it. Oh, dude. Pivot points, I always forget them. There you go. Okay. Run, 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 run. Breaking through the door. Oh yeah, now we can definitely detail this a little bit more. Right here. There you go. Also the head needs to be tucked in a little bit more. Like this. We also need to rotate this a little bit more. Where's my head? Where's my head control? Oh, there it is. It's inside of the head. Perfect. The one he's supposed to look at is just inside of his head. Okay. There you go. Of course, always making sure everything is positioned correctly before we apply anything. It doesn't really matter that much if we, you know, just pose everything before we apply it, but that's just how I do it. Okay. Do we need to change the leg position? I don't think so. Maybe a little bit to the side. There you go. Apply everything. Perfect. You can see how immediately it looks way more like an actual, you know, breakthrough animation, I guess, than what we had before, just by changing the pivot points of the arms, especially, and then also rotating the upper body. Oh yeah, welcome back to the apocalypse. We, yeah, usually, so yesterday and today, there's some weird, I guess, bug or whatever that I need to figure out what it is, because I don't want it to happen tomorrow again. It's super annoying, especially when you watch live, just because I can't reconnect to this stream because it's like a set event. Because I create an event for the YouTube stream, it sets up a certain, I guess, link for it, or an event that has a certain link, which also means that once you disconnect, the event immediately ends. The chat is still accessible, but I can't reconnect to it, which means I have to create another stream, which means another video as well, which means to, you know, access the new stream, you have to exit the current stream and, you know, look for the new one, which is kind of annoying for everyone that is, you know, watching live. So I definitely need to, or want to fix it, I mean, at least when I know the root of why it happens. Hopefully, of course, it's just like a temporary thing, maybe external. I can't really do anything about it. Or maybe it's just that I shouldn't use events anymore. It seems to work quite well right now. So maybe I'll just not create an event tomorrow, and maybe then I could just, you know, reconnect to the server again. We'll see. What I like about events is that you can, you know, just use thumbnails though. That's the big plus in using events. That's something you can't really do when you just go live. Okay, yeah, now we've detailed this animation a little bit more. Look at it. Look at it. And bam, perfect. So once he busts through there, We have the next one, which is right here. We can see it's all scuffed now because we have to, yeah, add all the other pieces again. Right here, for example. Also, lower body's weird. Why is it so far down? There you go. That's why I called it part 2, because then if you watch it later in a video format, you can at least see that there's a part 1 that's been forcibly ended. Okay. We probably need both arms forward, otherwise it looks weird. Yeah, I think that's okay for now. I think that's okay. Oh, we need to change the rotation of the hip though. Let's see. Like that more. Yeah. Okay. Hope I don't get banned by showing too much cake here. Okay. There you go. Too much, it's too sweet. Okay, there you go. All these others we need to apply as well. All the pivot points. Perfect. Okay. Anything else we missed? Don't think so. Oh, this one. Right there. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Thank you for joining, T. And I hope you take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. So, this is weird. Oh, I probably know what the problem is. We can probably rotate the these two pieces a little bit more. We have this weird curve right there, which we can probably fix. By just going in here and adding a more natural rotation like this. There you go. Make it more like a cat, like in this sort of curve for the spine. There you go. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Let's apply everything again. Looks good to me. Perfect. Oh, this one. Okay, perfect. Oh, we have this one as well. We don't need rotation. Do we? We could change the rotation, but we don't need to. Okay. Yeah, that's way better. Then he gets into the running animation. That's actually pretty good, I think. The thing we need to change though is the position of the head. I actually wanted to animate the head. But you know, you can see what happens. I think we don't need that many keyframes already for the head, so I'm just gonna remove them again. I try to kind of give it like a wobble effect, but I think we are better off starting anew with the head at least. There you go. Once he's standing, like over here, we can put it all the way up. Perfect. So let's look at it. Perfect. Nice transition already, you can see here. That's pretty good, pretty good. I like that. Of course, we can see some sliding on the ground, but we can still fix that later. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Running, running, running. Basically looping the running animation. He stops. Where we can probably, you know, create some keyframes for all the pivot points as well. Let's see. I'm going to save for now, or I'm going to save. And let's go in here. Welcome, Athron. Welcome. Hope you enjoyed your Tuesday. Control A is for applying the parameters basically. So what it helps with is for either stuff for like modifiers, or what you can, for example, do with them is there are some modifiers, or also, you know, let's say you do stuff like this. You moved the ball off of the main, or you know, the ball now has these location variables. They have a certain value, but your modifier requires your ball to have the location 0, 0, 0. What you can do is you can press Ctrl A and then apply the location. And now the pivot point is back in the center. That is important sometimes. I also couldn't really imagine why it is useful, but once you kind of get into the situation where you need it, or where you need to apply the rotation scale and all that stuff, then you understand why you need it. I can't really explain it properly. All I can say is basically that it is useful for some modifiers, some interaction with other objects, with other transformations or whatever, where you need to apply the scale and all that stuff. For example, also for textures. Sometimes textures, depending on how you set up the texture, they rely on the scale of an object. And if you scaled an object bigger, that means the texture will be bigger, or smaller or bigger? Yeah, smaller on the object. If you then want to make the texture bigger again, you can apply the texture. So you can apply the scale, so that the scale is back to 1, which also means that the texture is bigger again. Okay. Let's see. So, okay, let's go to the next one. We have this one right here. Okay. So, oh yeah, we definitely need to do some changes here. There you go. I think that's better, just kind of making it more like this, to kind of, I guess, prevent, I guess, falling forward and having his arms forward properly. I think just these small changes can really help. Okay, we also have this weird rotation here that we need to fix. There you go. We have the one leg more forward than the other, which means we change the rotation of this. We can also just say, we can select an object and then we can say space or looking for reset, clear transform, reset, post clear transform. Doesn't really work because it's keyed, but we can still clear, no clear keyframes. Post clear transform, reset, location, rotation. There you go. Is that the right one? Yeah. Pose, pose, clear transform, all. Well, that doesn't work. Location, okay, it's already fully reset. Which means if I do this, and do this, now if I go in here, clean transform all, yeah, okay, perfect. I like to just rotate the whole thing on the individual axis, just because then I have more control over the whole thing. Also, this is kind of weird. Why is it so much rotated on this in this side over to this side? There you go. Something's weird about this. One thing I probably want to change is I want to rotate this out more. Like this. Maybe even pull it higher. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Maybe even rotate this back. No, I'm gonna keep it there. Okay, apply everything. Oh, insert keyframe. Perfect. Anything else? Oh, the pivot points, of course. We can't forget about those. There you go. I'm just gonna clear the keyframe rotation for these pivot points. They don't really need any rotations because they don't even affect anything. Perfect, looks good to me. Oh, feed. Oh wait, I don't want to clear it. Replace. Okay, perfect. Okay, next up, the standing position. This looks weird, so let's adjust it. Let's see. So how could we adjust it? Oh, we have the wrong position right there. That's the standing position. One thing we could probably do is we could kind of lower the arms a little bit more. We can also remove this rotation. There you go. That's pretty good. Okay. That's pretty good. We need to change these pivot points. He's not some sort of cowboy. There you go, that's better. Yeah, I think that's okay for now. We can still do some changes, but I want to apply everything first before I, you know, move the timer or the time. This piece right here, the blue thingy, because then it's gonna reset my pose, and I don't want to do that. Okay. We could maybe even give him like we could. Yeah, let's do that. Let's push his other foot forward, which means so we can now decide whether or not we want to move these individual pieces or we want to move the big piece again. What should we do? Where's the big piece? There it is. Okay. What is this piece again? I think there's still something selected here. What? It's so weird that always there's always something still selected. So we have these weird yellow keyframes there, which doesn't really make any sense, but well. There it is. Ah. I selected it in here. We have to select it right there to deselect them. Okay. Let's see. Right here, I want to move him just a little bit further forward. So we move this a little bit further forward. Like this, maybe. Right there. There you go. Insert keyframe. What we can do now is we can go in here. We can change this pose into a standing pose with the other leg forward. I'm trying to avoid the sliding of the foot right now, so I'm just trying to push it as far back as I need to. Oh, that was wrong. We probably need to push this a little bit further back. Just a little bit. A little bit. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Although... yeah, just a little bit more. Like that. Oh. Yeah, a little bit of movement is, I think, okay. Okay. Now let's change the rest. First of all, this right here. This should be forward now. There you go. Perfect. There you go. Okay. Now we apply everything again so we can kind of see the difference between the previous state and the current one. This one can probably change as well. Okay. Wait, do we need this actually? Do we need this? I don't think so. We probably don't need this, so we can maybe even delete the whole thing. Nope, we can't. Okay, so we have to add the foot, or we have to adjust a few things here. We have to adjust the foot. There you go. Okay, yeah, that's good for now. We can still change it later. But now I'm looking more into getting this pose right. Okay. But I think I want to call it here. I want to look into, you know, trying to solve this problem, because it's quite a big problem in my opinion. But yeah. We've done quite a lot today actually. Let's look at the whole animation. Let's see. We're currently in the second stage of detailing the whole thing. There he is. Running. Busting through the door. Running. Okay, he sees, oh, we have to do this, doesn't work. Well, let's get up the ladder. Jumping down, turning around, and flying to the end. Yep. Now it all comes down to adding more and more detail. So yeah, we're gonna continue this probably tomorrow. Maybe not. We'll see. Depends on. Depends on. Maybe if there's like a different topic that I want to do that we could do tomorrow. We're going to do that, but if not, then we're going to continue this animation. Maybe we have something else to talk about. We could talk about, we'll see. Maybe tomorrow's just going to be a more chill day, maybe just, you know, talking about different stuff. Not really, I guess, informative necessarily, more, I guess, random stuff. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I want to actually look into how I can fix this problem of disconnecting, because it's quite a big one. So thank you for joining. Thank you for even joining the second stream. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, take care.